So I have lived over 3 years here in Canggu, Bali, while working remotely and building my business. And I really think it's the best place to have an amazing lifestyle while having a great environment for work and business. So in this video I will show you a typical working day here and talk about all the important aspects of it, like co-working spaces, networking, Wi-Fi speeds and more, while showing you lots of amazing spots. So today morning I came here to Tribal to get some work done for a few hours, ordered a coffee, which is by the way really good. It's pretty nice place, like you can just come in, it's like a co-working space and hostel, but basically you don't need to pay anything to work here, you just need to order something, so pretty affordable and it's really nice vibe. And actually it's pretty busy here nowadays, but in the morning there's almost no one here, so really nice. It's so beautiful morning in Bali again. I just really love coming here every now and then because it's just so motivating with this scenery, and also being around so many like-minded people really gets you going. But mostly I work from home. I will show you that next how is the work setup there, and in later I will also show the best like proper co-working space in Canggu with the help of my friend Chris the freelancer. So I just met Salma here and she was giving me some tip of Tribal.
Yeah, so I think there is no place like Tribal to work, because if you sleep here, you can work till 5 till 6 a.m. Like it's 24-hour open for the people who lives here. So that's the good thing.
So as you see, it's a good place to socialize and meet people also. And yeah, that's a good tip. I get that question quite often, that what if you come from US or Europe and you need to kind of work any time of the evening and night, like where can you do that? So yeah, this is a really good place to do that. If you stay in this hostel, then I can imagine, yeah, it's really nice. You can keep working like anytime in your home, kind of like in the co-working space. It closes for other people during the evening. But now I will take my scooter and drive home. It's just 1 minute literally. Okay guys, so this is my work setup here in my guest house in Paranan. It's really nice place actually. I don't pay much. It's around like $650 per month for this kind of place. It's perfect location and very comfortable. But what I did basically now when I'm staying longer in the same place, I bought a lot of plants and decorations, and definitely the working situation is way more comfortable with the proper office chair. So that's what I would recommend if you're staying for even a few months. And actually I'm thinking of getting maybe like a proper like 4K monitor here, because of course it would be more comfortable to work, not be on computer, but like looking like this. And there are some companies who rent any office things, so monitors, chairs, proper tables and everything like that here in Bali, so it's pretty easy. I think I will try that soon. And yeah, the Wi-Fi is pretty decent speed here, so mostly in Bali, most places in Canggu, the Wi-Fi always pretty good in the accommodation. So not always, but yeah, mostly you can do any work at home, and that's what I like, because yeah, mostly it's nice to just work from home and it's pretty comfortable with the chair and good Wi-Fi and everything. And you can check my Bali guide for all my recommendations of the accommodation I have stayed and also the best areas and pretty much everything about Bali. Co-working spaces, gyms, healthcare, like everything. That video guide will definitely make your stay so much more easy, so much more enjoyable, and save you a lot of time, money and stress. But yeah, that's one thing that I really love about Bali and staying in Canggu, that life here is so effortless, and like I can really focus on work and the important stuff, because of course like in the guest house everything is done for you. They clean for you, they change the water gallon, and you can do laundry quickly and like order food and go with scooters so easily anywhere. So it's very like efficient life here. And yeah, ordering food is definitely like the cost of living is so good here that you can always just order food every day from out, so you never need to cook, and that of course saves you a lot of time and effort. You can definitely live in Canggu pretty easily for even like $600 to $1,250 depending on the accommodation and the lifestyle you have here. But what I spend for my dream lifestyle, not really trying to save any money, is more like $1,500 500 up to 2000 per month. But now it's time to check out the best co-working space here, and later I will also talk more about the lifestyle and more like fun stuff. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor, Skillshare. When a few years ago I was starting my online business and digital nomad journey, Skillshare was truly invaluable for learning a lot of the skills that I needed. For example, Ali Abdal's video editing with Final Cut Pro from beginner to YouTuber course was super helpful. Skillshare is the largest online community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. Skillshare can help you take your career, skills, hobbies, passions, or side hustles to the next level. And by the way, Chris, who is an expert of remote work and freelancing, who is giving us the tour next in the co-working space, just launched a new Skillshare class, Digital Nomad Career Guide, Your Path to Remote Work. So that's something to check out as well. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1 month free trial of Skillshare. So get started today. So I'm here at Bework now, and Chris, who pretty much lives here, will explain why it's the best co-working space in Bali and show around.
All right, so when you first enter the space, you arrive at the Bework Cafe. This place is open to the public, so you don't have to be a member to work from here. So you just buy something at the cafe, and I think you get like an hour and a half of access or something like that. I've always been a member, so I never used that offer. This is like the famous staircase of Bework. It's kind of iconic, so people like to take photos here, and then you can sit up there as well. So we're here outside the casual work zone, which we'll jump in a second, but just to talk about some of the events here, Bework has a very strong community. It's one of the best parts about Bework. So yeah, there's a new members coffee break every Tuesday, weekly events. Actually, there's a lunch out today, which I'm going to, so that's what they call the members lunch here. So I'll be at that. And we even now have a paddle club. And this is the casual work zone. Technically, you're allowed to talk in here, but it's usually quite quiet. And here are where the lockers are. So as a full-time member, you get a locker, which is such a value add for me. And then you have these things called focus rooms. So they're basically just Skype booths. Some are bigger than others. This is one of the bigger ones. So I'll either take a call here or I'll record screen shares for my classes and courses. And up here is where I work. It's called the concentration room, and you're not allowed to talk. So I guess I'll just hand signal where I work from. All right, now we are in the sunny room. So this room, you're allowed to talk. You're allowed to take phone calls, basically do anything relating to noise. And you're allowed to eat in here as well. So as you can see, there's like different rules to different rooms. So there's something for everyone. And like I said, even though kind of like the casual zone, even though you're allowed to have calls and conversations, it's generally pretty quiet in here. So if you want to take a private call, obviously book one of the focus rooms, which they have an app for, so it's all easy to do. Oh, and with the concentration room, monitors are provided. So that's a really cool feature that I love here. Because honestly, I don't really need it to be silent, but I do like that the chairs are ergonomic and you get a monitor if you're here early enough. At this time of year, it's very busy. So if you don't come by like 9:30, you won't get a monitor, which is crazy. Whereas in like July, you could like come until like 10:30, 11, and still get a monitor. If we go outside of the sunny room, you can see this is the pool area. There's like one dude who uses the pool like every day, but I've never used it. Yeah, usually they have like some sort of networking events here with like canapes and stuff. The pool's obviously under maintenance at the moment. And then in this corner right here is the Kiva room. So they have like meetups and events here. And then at the front, I don't know if you want me to show you the front, there's I think it's called the activity room. So we were just talking, one of the complaints, or pretty much the only complaint I hear about Bework is that it's a bit too serious. So we were just in the concentration room, for example, and you're not allowed to talk there. In fact, somebody got in trouble or had a member complain for like excessive coughing. So like people are a little bit more highly strung here. For me, it works because I am focused on work at the moment and I do want a very productive space. But if you're looking for somewhere that's like super chill, B-Work doesn't really have that vibe, right? Here we're on like, I think they call this the garden area, even though there's not much garden. And then the stairs up to the yoga deck. So yeah, like I said, I really like this space because there's really nothing it doesn't have. It has a cafe, so I don't need to go anywhere to get coffee, weekly events, everything. So you got the community and you got productivity. But yeah, like I said, maybe a bit too serious and on the pricier end of co-working options, I think, in Bali too.
Yeah, thanks Chris for the tour, and definitely I would see myself working well in B-Work, and yeah, the community and the events and the networking part seems really good there. But so far I have really enjoyed working from home and also from cafes. Pretty much every day I come at least one time to one of the nice cafes to work from, and today I came here to Zin Cafe. I think it's pretty much the best place to work. There's a lot of co-working areas, there's a lot of people always working here, and yeah, the food is actually really good here. I really love this tofu toast, whatever, like it's so tasty and quite affordable place also. Oh, it's so good. And one thing I also tried recently is to go to Elite Fit for gym for a month, because on top of having a nice gym and also sauna and ice bath and pool and all those nice things, they also have a co-working space. And yeah, I wanted to try how it is, because of course in cafes and tribal I need to always order something like B-Work, of course, like it costs a lot of money and it's a bit further away where I live, so I don't find those options the best always. So I wanted to try if my gym would also have a co-working space, so every time I go to the gym I can just work a few hours also in the co-working space without ordering anything, and I can just like spend time there whenever I want. And yeah, it's really nice co-working space they have in Elite Fit, but the problem was that I only went there once. So apparently for me it's good enough to work at home and in cafes. I don't really need much more than that. And when it comes to working remotely from companies from Europe, or if you have clients from Europe or US, the time zone is in a way that from Europe it's pretty good. I was working remotely for a remote IT job from Finland, and the time zone was pretty nice here in Bali. Most of the meetings that were more in the morning in Europe, they are here in the afternoon, so it works perfectly. But if you live, for example, in US, then often you need to work really late evening, really early morning, or even at night if you have specific times you need to be at work. But yeah, as you heard earlier, you can, for example, live in tribal and have the meetings in the co-working whatever time, and of course you can always have your like home place to work from if the Wi-Fi is good enough, or join the co-working spaces like B-Work that are like 24/7 open, so you can work there whenever. But of course it's not the most optimal if you need to work at night, but it's doable from anywhere, I guess. But now I will finish my sandwich, get some work done, and then I will show you how to optimize the enjoyment and the work and energy here in Bali in the afternoons. I just met Akan from Turkey here in the Zin, and he will explain what he does for living here remotely from Canggu.
How it's happened, I just saw Yose's videos, like when I was in Dubai, like 1.5 years ago, I've been in there. Just the first experience for me to working in Dubai, like an on-site job. But after that, it just become boring and etc. I just wanted to go back my remote life again. And on the meantime, I was watching his videos, etc. about the Bali. And I just started to do my side hustle on that time. I am enhancing the resumes with correct keywords, skills, and experience before the people's applying the job with an AI. Right now, just scaling and growing it. I just align with a couple of marketing people in here. I will collaborate with them as well. And everybody so welcome to resume.ai also, like to my startup, guys. You can just see and check what is going on over there with the AI. If you are applying the jobs, this tool is definitely for you.
So I got more work done at home and took a quick nap, and now I'm at my gym, the wrong gym. And yeah, I have found that the best routine to get a lot of work done and also enjoy life here, that in the morning I do my morning routine with meditation and all that stuff, and then I start working pretty much immediately. And in the morning I take a quick morning walk, usually at one point, to have a little break from the work, and then continue working until lunch. And lunch is usually I either order it and have a little break, or I go to a cafe to work, and then after that I continue working at home until I really feel like I need a nap, and then after the nap I will usually come here at Wrong Gym for the sauna and ice bath. And that's the life hack. Like, I just really feel so refreshed and like recharged after I take the sauna and ice bath. So then after that, when I go home, I can get even more work done. So it's really optimizing to get a lot of like focused, like well done work done in a day. And generally just of course for the health reasons, like it's so good to do sauna and ice bath. So it's been perfect like this. And of course there's so many activities you can do in Bali, and other things that I like to do in the afternoon to have some fun break from the work is paddle is definitely my favorite. It's really nice to play paddle in Canggu, the best place. And also of course different things like surfing or yoga or boxing. Like there's so much to do, and that's one reason I really love to stay long term here in Canggu. And for the visas, like of course if you're coming here for 1 to 2 months, it's easy with the e-visa. Visa on arrival, just little cost. And if you want to stay longer, there's a lot of options. For example, right now I'm at visa that is 2-year visa that costs like $650 for the whole 2 years. So that was really nice, and yeah, you can check my guide for more detailed information about all the different visa options now. Oh, I feel so good after the ice bath, and I ordered some protein smoothie at home as I went to the gym yesterday and got some more work done. And now I'm at the beach watching sunset as I do every day. And it's pretty amazing sunset as it is almost every day here in Bali. I really love to come to the beach every day to watch it and have some peaceful time thinking about life. And after sunset I usually have a dinner with a friend or alone and get a little bit more work done, or just order and chill at home. It's a good life. But anyway, like and subscribe. Next week I will talk about the best ways to make money as a digital nomad. So see you then, but in the meantime check the Bali Life video guide and watch more videos here.